I wanted to believe, but the tools have been taken away. The X-Files have been shut down. They closed our eyes. Our voices have been silenced. Our ears now deaf to the realms of extreme possibilities.
Reinstatement of the X-Files must be undeniable.
Welcome everybody to the Dark Talk Files, episode 25. Or, if you're Paul, this is episode 1 of season 2, because he's just had a bit of a paddy about it, referring to it as episode 25. But it's episode 25 for us, Little Green Men. I'm Dan, and I'm here with my FBI bro, although they've split us up because they don't want us working together anymore. Paul, how's it going?
It's going very well, thank you, Dan. It's excellent to be back and doing this. I went through my little routine last night, and my little routine now to get everything ready and get my mind right, and it's feeling good. It's feeling good.
Good. We've had a bit of a break, haven't we? I mean, for the listeners, this is only released 12 days after our last episode, but for us, we've had a couple of months off. That's how far ahead we record them in advance.
Yeah, that's how fucking good we are.
I'll give a bit of peek behind the curtain now. I watched this episode months ago. After we finished season 1, I watched this episode because I just couldn't wait. So I made all my notes, and I thought, right, I get to watch it twice now. So yeah, I watched it last night, and I was able to just relax and enjoy it.
I bet that was nice.
It was
lovely. But
the only thing is, I've watched quite a few episodes in, and there are a couple of bad ones a bit later, and I didn't realise I'd have to watch them twice as well. So I'm like, oh, you'll know when we come to it.
What a penis.
I am. So this is the season 2, episode 1, the premiere. X-Files had gone massive during the season break. This is what I remember this season from when I was a kid. How about you?
Yeah, I remember this season pretty much entirely, I would say. Maybe not the Monster of the Week episodes, because as I say on my rewatches, I would always just do the Myth Arc episodes. So yeah, they'll probably come back to me more as we go along. But yeah, I significantly remember the latter half of the season with the Myth Arc episode. So anyway, yeah, it's cool, and I am ready.
Yeah, I remember this one specifically from when I was a kid, because I'm skipping ahead a bit now, but there's a bit where this guy draws the graffiti of the grey alien on the wall, like marks the shape out, and I remember that as a kid, and it shit me up. I was very scared. I'm going to say I was actually very scared of the aliens in this one as well. I was later on when we see how they're presented, the music and the lighting, I was like, this is... I was in the house on my own watching it as well. I thought, oh no.
Oh, it's going to happen to me.
I wish. So let's get into the episode. Let's hit the ground running. So this is Little Green Men, and guess who wrote this episode?
Glenn Morgan.
Yes, the whiskey.
The whiskey man himself.
Your favourite director.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like that Black Christmas film, but if he's had so much to do with the X-Files, then he's okay in my book. He's not okay, enemy of the pod.
Not enemy of
the pod.
Yeah,
I mean, okay. I didn't realise, when we did Black Christmas that he'd had, well, he's like one of the main creators of the X-Files, isn't he? So I didn't realise that. So, but fuck him for that film, but not for the X-Files.
If you ever meet him at a convention, you're going to do such a 180. You're going to be like, I love Black Christmas, I love the X-Files, Glenn Morgan.
Fuck off. Do you know what, right? I've met a few celebrities, and I'm not one of those people who like sucks up to them. And
who's the biggest name you've ever met?
Don't know, actually. I haven't met that many celebrities, actually, thinking about it. I've only met about 4.
You've met Casey Chaos, rest in peace, from... Well, we all have, actually. He was a sound dude.
Oh, yeah. I offered him a beer and didn't realise he was a recovering alcoholic.
He signed it for you, though. He signed that beer, do you remember?
He did. I had that for years, that beer cup, yeah.
Yeah, he was really cool. That gig was so good.
Last year, I met Keith from the Great Pottery Throwdown.
I don't know who that is.
He's known for that and like another program. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, I met him in a pub. And I just sort of nodded at him, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Sound."
I met Owen the Builder from Coronation Street once in Liquid Nightclub in Wrexham. He was just having a drink, and I sort of bumped into him in the corridor, and we sort of got talking, and he was like so friendly, he was so sound, and he complimented my beard. He was like, "Your beard's so cool." I was like, "Yeah, it is, isn't it?"
Yeah, it is. Let's talk more about my beard.
Yeah, he was a really cool dude. See how both of our celebrity meets were so lame compared to James's Matthew McConaughey day that he had.
Yeah. I once saw Les Dennis from afar, and I shouted.
I saw him in Liverpool. He was walking around with his mum.
With his mum?
Yeah. He was like, he must have been taking us shopping. Yeah, Les Dennis, yeah. The Les Dennis, yeah.
The Les Dennis. I saw him in Chester. I was on top of a multi-story car park roof, right? And he was walking past on the street, and I could see him, and I went, "Hi, Les!" And he looked up, and I went, And
I hope he flipped you off. I hope he told you to fuck off.
He probably did. I couldn't hear him, but he just carried on walking. And I was like, yeah, me.
So our cold open this episode begins with Mulder narrating the history of the Voyager's space mission with all the images and sounds of humanity. Now I've got a question for you. What 3 pieces of human art, culture, or music would you place inside this Voyager craft if you had to show, potential alien life that what Earth had to offer? What would you show them?
I would put in Twist by Korn, the a cappella version. I would put in all of the reversed scenes from Twin Peaks, and then maybe just a picture of me doing this.
Thumbs up, yeah.
Yeah, and be like, "Come Earth, innit? Good."
See, you've taken one of my ideas, because I was going to put the full Follow the Leader album in by Korn. The greatest piece of music ever created.
Would you have the first 12 tracks silent though?
They have to experience it like we humans do. Yeah. If they can, they might be aliens from Arrival. They might not be able to hear sounds, but they can interpret it in their own way.
They might have their own Korn.
My second thing was a DVD, the director's cut, the full 2 hours director's cut of The Lawnmower Man, because I watched that. I watched that a couple of months ago, so I feel they should see the worst humanity has to offer as well.
You never shut up about The Lawnmower Man. You talk about it so much.
It's fucking mental, that's why.
It is mental, but you just never stop talking about it. Have a pint with Dan and be prepared to listen to Lawnmower Man conversations for 6 hours straight, honestly.
It's just Pierce Brosnan. I just can't get enough of him.
Yeah.
And the third thing would be the Rock versus Stone Cold Limp Bizkit WrestleMania 17 video.
Because... now you're talking. Yeah. I know. That's the only thing that they should see.
We peaked as a species with that video.
We did. I was thinking about, because my missus obviously doesn't like wrestling at all, and she doesn't get it, and she didn't watch it as a kid, so that's usually why, isn't it? People who don't get it, they weren't introduced to it early enough. But I was thinking about which match I could try and show her to get her into it. And I think the Montreal Screwjob match might be the one, because...
that's not a match for beginners.
Yeah, I know, but it's got a bit of realness in it, and it's you can definitely tell that there's a lot of heat there, and I think that one might be the one,
The first time I ever showed someone that match, I played it to her, and she was like, "What?" And then I had to spend an hour explaining the backstory between WWF and WCW, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart and Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels, and Bret Hart going to WCW, and I was just there forever, and she was just so bored. She was so bored, but I was having a great time. It was great.
That sounds like my ideal night. That sounds great.
Okay, speaking of Montreal and Canada, so we open up to this Jurassic Park looking place, which is the Arecibo Ionospheric Observatory in Puerto Rico. This is supposed to be Puerto Rico. This does not look like Puerto Rico. This is Canada. Look at those trees. That's like a deciduous forest. It's just meant to be this exotic place, but okay, there's no way they flew out to Puerto Rico to film this.
No, but the way they shoot it is it's very convincing, because when Mulder gets there, he has a sweat patch, like a V-shaped sweat patch, and that sells it for me straight away. I'm sorted.
They light it up differently as well. They do the old Mexican lighting, because when it cuts back to scenes in DC, that's all dark and grey, but when it cuts to Puerto Rico, it's all golden lit. And they do sprinkle a load of fake palm trees around later on. So this base, this observatory is long abandoned, but all of a sudden the equipment jumps to life by itself and it starts to receive a transmission, and that is our cold open. Credits play, and we come back to DC. We're back with Mulder, who is now on mundane duty, listening to The Wire on surveillance. And he's listening to a couple of these mobsters talk about strippers, and one guy's like, the stripper was dancing to their Offspring song. Come out and play. like are they Canadian Italian mafia or something? So the X-Files have been closed down. Yeah. Mulder is a very sad man at this point. What do you think of our boy? Look what they did to my boy.
Sad, yeah. I don't like it. I'm going to reference wrestling once more. So you know, like in a wrestling match, when one of them gets like an injured knee and they spend the match selling it and like hobbling around. Always since childhood, that for me, it just bothers me so much. Or like in a film or a series where someone gets like an injury that debilitates them for a while, it just really bothers me, like that they're not normal, and I don't know why. So watching this, seeing Mulder and Scully like separated, I just need it to get back to normal for my brain. Like I don't know why. So it's hard to watch. It is, because he looks so sad as well. He's such a sad fox, and he's just like chomping on those nuts or seeds or whatever they are. Like Ace Ventura, just like he's got his like pile on the floor. He's just, it just looks so depressing compared to season 1 of all the stuff that he was doing. You know. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, this is punishment duty for him. Like, meanwhile, Scully has been reassigned to the FBI teaching college and is showing the students how to perform a post-mortem. She stops halfway through, like chopping up the brain. She like starts waxing poetic about a man's hopes and dreams and loves, and I was like, oh, that's really, really nice, actually, really sad. Then she gets interrupted by one of the students who's like, "Are you okay, Agent Scully? You sound a little spooky." I was like, this woman's acting. That line was so ham-fisted.
Like, just before that, when she's speaking, she stops and she's just looking. And then that same girl, she's like, "Is everything okay?" It's like, shut the fuck up. Get in line. You're a student. Just let her think, right? That's what I thought. And I know the girl's like following her direction and she has a script to follow and that, but it's like, just shut the fuck up, will you? Your job's worth. Like, just chill the fuck out and let her do her thing, you know? And it like sounds spooky. I was like, spooky Scully.
This is Agent Scully. She's like one of the top agents, like in line to be director one day if she stops hanging around with Mulder and like just listen and learn.
Yeah, like, do you know what she just got up to in season 1? Like some of the shit that she's been through in one season, you know.
So Mulder and Scully bump into each other in the hallway. Scully stops him to talk, but Mulder just either he doesn't notice her or he just blanks her. And Mulder is a absolutely broken man after the closure of the X-Files. But it turns out that Mulder blanked Scully intentionally. They meet up later in the Watergate Hotel car park for a secret meeting, like a debrief of everything that's gone on. And Mulder explains that Deep Throat is dead and he watched his funeral through a pair of binoculars.
Classic Mulder behaviour, that. Can I ask, right, and please excuse my ignorance if this sounds a bit dumb, but so this is the Watergate Hotel. Is this the one in like Forrest Gump?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
with the scandal, like the curved U-shaped building.
Yeah, it's the one from the film All the President's Men as well, which is about the Watergate scandal. So that's like the big government corruption of the 70s, and like that's exactly the kind of thing Mulder grew up on. Part of the reason he is why he is. Yeah. It's poetic because that's where. So in the film All the President's Men, do you remember Hal Holbrook from The Fog, the priest?
Yeah.
He plays the character of Deep Throat, and he meets either Dustin Hoffman or the other guy in this car park here. So it's kind of like spiritually a correct place for Mulder and Scully to be meeting. You know,
of course, because our X-Files Deep Throat is based on that real Deep Throat character as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I think they do try and imply. Well, I don't know if they did in the show when we watched it last season, but I remember like reading all the books and expanded media that Deep Throat from the X-Files was the same Deep Throat from the Watergate scandal. But I've never heard that. I never heard that mentioned in the show when we covered it. Yeah. So I think it's just people have drawn that conclusion, but I don't think that's canon.
I'm happy with it either way.
So Mulder is very depressed, and he feels that despite all the paranormal and supernatural things that he's seen, he still has no hard, concrete evidence, and even he is starting to doubt whether Samantha even was abducted or if it was just something that he made up. And then we then go to a flashback of the night that Samantha was taken, and this was even more vivid than I remember watching as a kid. I saw this and I was like, I thought she was abducted in a bedroom and he just walked in and saw her floating away, but nope, this is a good 5-minute scene of this abduction, and it's terrifying.
It is. But one thing we gotta mention is how good is the young version of Mulder actor? Like, how much does he look just like Mulder would have looked like as a kid? Because I've always had this thing about child actors playing younger versions and looking nothing like them. So you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah?
Yeah.
You know the intro when Keira Knightley's character, she's like lying on that floating bit of wood with her eyes closed, and then it cross fades to like the grown-up version, the Keira Knightley version, and her eyes open, and she's just nothing like that kid. Like, it's the same in like Harry Potter as well, when they do the "he had your eyes," and then he opens his eyes and his eyes are fucking nothing like them, and just that kind of stuff. I just really appreciate it when they actually put a bit of effort into getting an actor that looks like the older version, and it's great. There's one notable one that I really like is the Christmas episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The kid version of Mac in that, he looks so much like him, it's unreal. Like, it's insane. He looks like he could be his like son or his clone or something. It's great.
I thought that when I was watching The Many Saints of Newark, which is the Sopranos prequel. So they've got a young Tony Soprano, shows how he came up through the mob, and I thought, God, that actor looks so much like James Gandolfini, and it's his son. So I was like, oh,
right, yeah.
That's why, yeah.
Ice Cube's son in Straight Outta Compton, didn't they? He looks so much
looks more like Ice Cube than Ice Cube does.
Yeah. So I looked up that actor. I wanted to see what he looked like now, see if he'd grown up into a David Duchovny. He's called Marcus Turner, but I couldn't find anything. He's only been in like 4 things, and I couldn't find an updated. Well, no, he's been in a few more things than that, but I could not find a modern photo of him. Devode.
If you're listening to this, Marcus, please get in touch with us on Blue Sky at dark-talk.uk and send us a picture of yourself. Not a nude though, because I get enough of them. not a dick pic, please.
Fuck it up.
Must be awful to be a woman on the internet.
Yeah.
So Fox and his sister are bickering about what TV program to watch, and the lights then go out, the power surges, there's bizarre lights outside. Fucking hell, this was very scary. The door swings open and we get lit from behind a bright white silhouette of a grey alien walking into the room. This was like something from Silent Hill. This was fucking terrifying, this was. And the way the music is going as well, the music is like ramping up. Mulder goes for his gun. Obviously these aliens are all powerful, so just nothing works. And Samantha just levitates out the window. She just floats out the window, never to be seen again.
She does. Yeah, it was freaky as shit. Just before it all happened though, she's like, I want to watch my show, and he's like, get out of my life. And it's like that, and she immediately does by accident.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, exactly. Very sad.
Yeah, so that's our first full look. Mulder has described, I'm sure at the end of Conduit he described her just going out of the bedroom. This is different to what we've been told.
Yeah, so in Conduit he said that he was in bed when it happened.
Right.
But so a couple of things were, that was like a hypnosis session, wasn't it? So he's recalling it through hypnosis. So there could be some kind of, he might have got it wrong somehow, or this memory could be wrong. But doesn't he wake up at the end of this bit? Doesn't he like wake up like it's a dream?
Yeah, so maybe he could be dreaming. So maybe this
is just a dream, I would say. Yeah.
Actually, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter because the end result is the same. So you choose whichever one you want.
Yeah, it literally does not matter.
Yeah. So Mulder is later collected from his apartment by a mysterious man who drives him to Capitol Hill for a meeting with Senator Richard Matheson, who is played by, I don't remember the actor's name, but he's Arlo Givens from Justified.
Ah, right. I've not seen that.
So Matheson is Mulder's contact in Congress, who he's alluded to in the past, and this is the guy that always protects Mulder from being fired. The dozens of times they've had just cause to do it. Between him and Deep Throat, they're Mulder's biggest supporters. He's basically just a big, powerful politician, but he is a true believer. He's like Mulder. He is also a UFO conspiracy theorist, even though he just happens to be a US senator. So, what do you think of this dude?
Yeah, he's cool. I like him. He's very serious, very smart. He's a good new addition.
Yeah. He's dressed like Patrick Bateman.
Yes, he is. I've always wanted to wear a shirt like that, to a wedding or something.
Like a blue shirt with like a white collar, white cuffs.
Yeah.
Red tie or something. something. Yeah, just never have
red tie.
You can just wear it in your everyday life. Just start dressing like that.
You know what? I think I might do that. Turn up to work tomorrow at 7 in the morning, just dress like that, slip back hair,
full braces, swirling a brandy and listening to Bach.
They'd be like, finally happened, finally gone crazy.
So Matheson gives Mulder a tip about the telescope in Puerto Rico that we saw in the pre-credits, which instantly causes Mulder to abandon his current posting and go AWOL. He's just like, yeah, fuck this, I'm going. Like, see it. Doesn't even tell anyone he's going. Like, they could be saying all kinds on that wiretap, but they're just like, there's no one there to record it and listen. Like, no.
Though.
He doesn't give a shit, does he? Like, he's just so fuck this.
Yeah, he's ready for whatever. Isn't
he? So this is a cause for concern for Skinner, who is missing an agent, and the smoking man, who is more concerned with what Mulder might find and where he's going and what he might get up to. Smoking man gets a bigger role in this series. He was sort of a bit player in the last one.
Well, he actually speaks at the end of this episode, doesn't he? Which is it the first time we've ever heard him speak?
Let's just say it is.
I reckon it is, yeah.
I looked him up. He's a really tall dude, because later on at the end of the episode, you see him standing next to Mulder, and Mulder's like 6 foot tall, and the smoking man towers over him. He's like 6'3", something like that, 6'4" maybe. Yeah, he's massive. I always picture him as a small dude, because he's always like sort of sitting down or leaning on stuff. So yeah, I guess you don't really notice his height. Yeah, he's massive.
You should have been measuring those cigarettes and seeing if they look small or big.
Use them as a point of reference and like see how many cigarettes taller than Mulder is. We smash cut to a hitchhiking Mulder who is now wearing all denim and he's wearing a pair of Timbs. He looks so cool. New Mulder outfit.
This is what I was thinking as well. I was like, this is holiday Mulder. And he's got a sweat patch. He looks chill. He could be a tourist. He could be a guy travelling, just on a journey. But he's not. He's fucking Mulder. Yeah, he's up to shit.
He's on a mission.
But, yeah.
Yeah, so he's made his way to the transmission station in Puerto Rico and he breaks into the abandoned telescope site. He finds that the equipment is currently running, even though it shouldn't be. Now, inside the station, he comes in and he's like making his he's got his voice recording. He's like, yeah, strong smell of mildew in the air. This place hasn't been touched by anybody for a long time. And remember, he had to bolt cut the padlock off to get in, right?
Yeah.
So he finds a man inside the station, like a Spanish dude, Jorge. And how did this dude get in there? Like, how long's he been in there for?
My guess is that he works there or worked there and they just locked him in when they left.
Yeah, but like the place is like undisturbed for like, it's been undisturbed for like years. So like, how did he get in there, this dude?
Maybe.
Also, who is he? Who is he? Did they ever say who he is?
Well, I don't know. He was speaking Spanish mostly and I couldn't understand him. So I don't know what he was saying. But maybe he'd been abducted and brought back or just like placed there by the aliens.
Oh, yeah. That could work, yeah. Because they are all powerful. Locks mean nothing to aliens.
I know.
Yeah. So he finds Jorge, who is this terrified local, and he's hiding in the toilet. So Mulder asks him why he's so afraid. What is he so scared of? And Jorge explains in Spanish that the aliens have visited, and he draws the head of the grey alien on the wall. This was chilling.
Yeah. I want that alien head tattooed on me, definitely.
Yeah. It's the shape of the head. Looks like a guitar plectrum, just with two eyes on it. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Ooh, I'm getting shivers now thinking about it.
I'm definitely going to get it tattooed on me and I'm going to show it you every now and then and be like, yeah, look at that. And you're going to be like, ooh.
Well, you're going to get it tattooed on your bell end?
No. God, you cannot stop thinking about dicks today.
I cannot, because that would frighten me. So meanwhile, back in Squaresville, Scully listens to Mulder's answering machine and there's a message from some random woman calling Mulder a pig for pestering her for a date and then disappearing. He's like, Mulder, you pestered me for this date and then you didn't turn up. You're a pig. Like, oh, God. I think it's that woman that was sexually harassing him. I think she's just like calling him and just leaving like nutty messages on his phone. Like,
yeah.
That's not the Mulder I know. He's not interested in women.
Nah. Yeah, she's probably just stalking him.
Unless it's that British woman just like...
fucking with him.
Yeah, she could be, So Scully gets into Mulder's computer and she finds all the data that Senator Matheson gave him from earlier, like the printout of the observation station. But she is interrupted by two two FBI oafs who have been sent to find Mulder. They've been observing his flat and they've seen Scully enter. So Scully's like, "Oh yeah, I feed his fish whenever he's away. Yeah, that's why I'm here." These two they pick up that data and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's just some random computer terminal printout. Reads nothing. Crumple it up and throw it away." And Scully's like, taxed, like sneaks it into his
taxed. She's Scully's been spooky Scully, and now she's being sneaky Scully. She's like
sneaky Scully.
She's learned from the best. She is she's on the ball with this shit. These two cops reminded me of like David Lynch cops. You know, like they're not paying attention and a bit dumb. Yeah.
So Scully takes the transmission data to this radio scientist dude who explains about the WOW signal from the 1970s, but he says that this is even better proof of alien life, and he's very excited. And he's like, "Where'd you get it from?" And she's like, "So you could tell me where it came from." So he lists off a couple of observatories that this could be from. There's like one in California, one in Argentina, and he mentions the Puerto Rican one. So Scully checks some flight manifests, and she sees an alias of Mulder's. It's the science dude, isn't it, from earlier, when Mulder mentioned that he was chasing little green men.
Oh, was it? I didn't realise that. What was the name again?
I can't remember the name, but Mulder talks about the guy that built the first telescope. Was it Hale?
Charles Hale, was it?
And then he says that an elf crawled into his window and told him to build the telescope. Yeah. And Mulder feels the same way, except his elves are little green men, hence the title. So Mulder's used that alias to get on a flight to Puerto Rico.
Well, I thought, right, so she's looking through it, and one name is Charles, Betty. And I thought she was pointing at, like, she'd stopped at that name. Then I was like, so Charles is the surname. So he's gone on this plane as Betty Charles. And I was like, what the fuck?
It'd just be like that scene from Total Recall where Arnie's dressed as that woman. Oh, I wish we'd got that. Yeah. So back at the telescope, Jorge gets spooked when the equipment just turns on again by itself, and he's like sprints out of the control room in a panic, and it's basically the friggin' monsoon again from Jurassic Park. It's just absolutely pissing down, and so Mulder loses him and chases after him, but Mulder finds Jorge moments later frozen to death from fear. He's seen something which has literally scared him to death.
Yeah.
Poor dude.
Yeah.
He has not had a good 24 hours or however long it's been. He's been abducted by aliens, plonked in this observatory which is locked from the outside. Then Mulder turns up and scares the shit out of him, and then something else like terrifies him to death outside. Poor dude.
I do like how when Mulder first met him, it was quite panicky, and they were like sort of shouting at each other, and then it cuts away to another scene, it cuts back, and like Mulder's like doing his thing and he's like kind of helping him, so like immediately Mulder's sort of befriended him, you know. It's just like that Mulder charm, that perfect Mulder personality, and that, you know.
Yeah, he's one of Mulder's weirdos, because there are a lot of people that don't like Mulder, but then there are people that just get on with him, that are on the same vibe as him, same wavelength. Yeah, and I think Jorge is one of them. He's one of Mulder's angels. Well, he is an angel now, because he's So at the airport, Scully is being followed by two spooks who are wearing the loudest outfits possible. Like, I get that they shouldn't just be wearing suits and ties, because that'd be spotted easy, but they are wearing like the most garish disguises. Like, this dude is like, he's tall as hell, and he's wearing this pink bisexual plaid shirt. Like, it's just like the most, like, you know, and that's fair enough. They're sort of trying to blend in, yeah, that's fine. But then Scully turns around and looks at them, and they're following her, and they just do the most like obvious, just turn the other way. I was like, you guys are shit.
Well, when I was watching it, I was thinking these two are like really good, because usually it would be two white dudes in suits who are all also like, they stand out, and they're really shit at tracking people because they always look like they're tracking people. But I thought these two looked really good, because like they fit in. They could be travelers, they could be tourists, you know, until they started acting. Yeah, now you mention it, yeah, they did look like very, very over the top. But until they immediately start showing their undercover cop kind of side, where they're just like, she's walked 1 foot away, and then they immediately pick up all their shit and start going towards her, and it's like they couldn't make it more obvious. Especially the woman. The woman was like
staring straight at her. I mean, Scully's obviously noticed this, so she's able to give him the slip. So she calls Mulder's home, leaves an answer message, and gives a fake location as her destination. She like leaves a code, like a very easy to crack code, which they do, and it says like she's flying to like Brazil or something, and or like the Caribbean or somewhere like that. But she's actually going to Puerto Rico. So she gives the the agents the slip that way.
Pretty good. Pretty clever.
Back at the listening station, Mulder gives a voice recording of his observations over Jorge's death, but he starts doubting himself again, and he gives up on his post-mortem, and he just starts addressing Scully directly. Like, he's not even sure if this is all, like, a prank. Like, this would be quite an elaborate practical joke to play on somebody. Like, this is a lot of work. You've got senators involved, like, listening stations. But we did see the lengths that Deep Throat went through to troll Mulder all the way back in EBE, so I'm not surprised, like, he thinks this might be bullshit. Because remember, EBE, it was like, there's an alien. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. And then when he finally got to the room where it was, there's nothing in there. He's like, fuck's sake. So I'm not surprised he's a bit skeptical at this point.
Yeah, cool. He's been through a lot.
He has. And he's at the lowest point of his life so far, so. So the room starts playing up and all the equipment activates again, and Mulder starts seeing more signs of alien activity. So there's like, it's like an earth tremor, and there's like red lights flashing outside, and like, so Mulder like barricades the door and locks it, but then we see this brilliant white light from outside, and it like glares at him, and it unlocks the door by itself, and we see that fucking terrifying silhouette of the grey alien standing in the door frame. Fucking this is very scary. Yeah. Why is this such a scary season?
I think grey aliens are the scariest aliens, I think. You know, like, even back in the 90s when I was watching South Park as a kid, when they'd put the aliens in the background and stuff, that always, like, gave me that feeling as well, you know?
Mulder tries to fire his gun at the creature, but it doesn't work. He passes out. I love how the show portrays the aliens, the greys, the colonists, as we'll come to know them as just all-powerful. Like, if they are there, you are fucked. There is nothing. They're like godlike, you know? There's nothing you can do against them.
Yeah.
Which will play into a lot of the plot for the later seasons, which is why a lot of people are doing the things that they're doing. Is that our first look at an alien? Oh no, we weren't sure if that thing from episode 1 was an alien, were we? That thing they found in the grave.
Well, do you remember the episode with the religious cult? You know,
yeah. Genderbender.
Called? Genderbender. So they were aliens, surely. It's heavily implied that they were aliens.
Either they were aliens or they were abducted by aliens at the end.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other aliens that we've seen. Sure, we've seen other aliens, yeah.
We've seen Alien Craft a couple of times. We saw it in Fallen Angel. And yeah, maybe EBE as well. But yeah, that's the first time we've seen a full-on grey alien, I think.
Yeah, I get you.
So Mulder wakes up after his terrifying encounter, and Scully is there with him. She's caught the flight out. She's tracked him down, found him. They're about to gather evidence to take back to the mainland, but the army retrieval unit turns up and forces them to flee before they're killed. And they tear ass out of there like they're in a Steven Seagal film, you know? It's just like, they're like, oh, quick, get in the car. They're like bombing out of there. The army gives chase, but they're able to escape because they barrel down the hill in that crappy car. It's like,
they did.
There you go, flying in that thing. So once again, Mulder has as he left, Mulder managed to grab one piece of evidence. He grabbed like a tape. Is that what they're called? A tape? Was it a tape?
A reel?
A reel. That's the word. That's the word I'm thinking of. Yeah. So he found the aliens' Instagram account and was copied their reels. So. Yeah, so he was able to get a reel of data and bring it back with him, but I think he finds later on that it's been wiped.
Yeah, it's there is no audio on this, and Scully suggests something scientific, like it's been wiped somehow during their travels and whatnot.
She thought the mountain lion wiped it. That fucking mountain lion. In between flying his fighter jet. Oh, that's a running gag that's never going to get old.
She is never going to live that down.
She is not. Back in DC, Skinner tears Mulder a new asshole for abandoning his post. He is like, you are done, Agent Mulder. I am sick of this. Not only are the X-Files gone, you are gone. But Mulder counters. He has dirt on them. He complains that they illegally wiretapped his phone. And when he says this, Skinner is actually surprised. Skinner didn't know this. Skinner's like, what? He's like, I didn't do that. Like, he genuinely didn't know, because he looks at the cigarette man and he is pissed off. Like, Skinner is like, get out.
He is fuming.
He says get out, and then like the smoking man just looks up at him. He's like, what, me? And he's like, get out of this office.
Get out my pub.
Yeah. So Skinner, he sort of knows Mulder's got him by the balls now, even though they had him where they wanted him. But then Skinner's not out to get Mulder. Skinner is just pissed off because he's trying to run the FBI, you know?
Yeah, like, why have they done this to Mulder, right? Yeah, the X-Files is closed, but what are they so pissed off with him about? Like, what did he... Yeah, he mentions later on that that Mulder's like ran up a load of bills from like expenses from all of the shit that he does. But what, like, literally nobody could do what they're doing. Like, oh yeah, we got this possible fucking werewolf that you've got to go and sort out. You know what I mean? Oh, we've got to capture this ancient criminal who squeezes into people's houses and murders them. Do you know what I mean? No one else could do that shit. It's insane. Yet Mulder is in the shit for what? For doing his job, you know?
I think the problem is, like, even though we know that those things are real, and Mulder does, when he tries to explain those insane things to people, he comes off as insane, and it looks to anyone that doesn't know that he's just mental, like just absolutely bonkers. I mean, obviously the cigarette man knows all this is real, and he's trying to get Mulder for different reasons. But I think for Skinner, I think Skinner's just like fed up with this. He just wants a nice, quiet life running his law enforcement agency, and Mulder is like a wayward son. Like, he doesn't hate Mulder. He's just like, if this dude keeps going around breaking all the rules that I've set for him, then he has to go. So
yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take that as the reason. That sounds good to me.
So Skinner tells Mulder that there will be no further action in regards to him going AWOL, and he orders him back to work. So the episode ends with Mulder and Scully playing back the tapes they managed to take from the listening station, but they're blank. So once more, Mulder has no hard evidence of alien activity, and the episode ends with Mulder returning to his boring ass insurance fraud investigation in the basement. There you go. That was season 1 opener. What did you think of that?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, loved it. I can't complain, really. It's just really good, and it's just a really good basis for what's going to come. So yeah, cracking episode. Yeah, and I love the alien greys, just the shape of them, the presence of them. It was awesome. I loved it.
It was a really strong opener because we got to see a lot, and it also bridged a lot of the story to come as well. It's like, oh, I'm excited to see what happens next. Are they going to get the X-Files reopened? Of course they are, but, you know. But yeah, I'm glad they didn't go for it straight away. I'm glad we've got to wait for that.
Yeah, as I said before, like, I need it to be normal for me, but I know it will be, and I'm excited. I think when it does happen, I'll be fucking giddy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Cool. Have you got any trivia for the listeners?
Yeah. Okay, play the jingle. The flight manifest that Scully is scanning in search for Mulder is a list of X-Files fans. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Not surprisingly, Mulder's computer password is trust no one, with that one as the end. That Scully guessed in 3 tries. And like, how did you... Oh, I don't care. I love it. I don't care. These were the last words that Deep Throat said before he died, and was indeed used in the titles of Season 1 finale, The Erin Minor Flask. Trust No One would also be the title of an episode in Season 9. Yeah.
Oh, right.
The only season premiere of The X-Files not to be written by Chris Harter, as we've discussed.
Yeah, because he writes most, if not all, of the myth arcs, yeah. Sorry, I imagine he gave like an outline of what he wanted, and Glenn Moore...
Yeah, he probably oversaw it. Is that a word? Oversaw? Oversee?
I think so. Oversaw, yeah.
Overlooked. I don't know. He probably had some say in it, didn't he? This episode features the first visualization of Samantha's abduction. It differs from the way that Mulder talks about it in the pilot, 1993, and Conduit, 1993, but Chris Carter said that this is down to Mulder's shaky remembrance of a hugely traumatic event. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. One down vote on that. Yeah, because because the memory is very unreliable, isn't it? Because like you are essentially remembering the memory every time, so it just filters out. You know, like those you sent me that video of asking ChatGPT to recreate an image, and it just gets weirder and weirder, and it's just like that is essentially how the memory works. So it's it makes perfect sense. It makes more sense for the event to be slightly different. Yeah. In this episode, Senator Richard Matheson is introduced, named after the great science fiction and horror writer of the same name. The first episode to open with what would become one of the series' trademark, a voiceover over the pre-credits teaser. Okay, yeah, good.
Yeah, I liked it. I really enjoyed that opener, that Mulder narrated Voyager info. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was great. It got me like proper back into the feel of everything, and it was like, very comforting, very comforting. According to producer Joseph Patrick Finn, it was a struggle for the show to make the Greater Vancouver area resemble the tropical island of Puerto Rico. And that quote, if you look closely, you'll see pine trees in the background. Closely? Fuck yeah, no.
I love it though. I love it. I love a botched production. You know, I love shit like that.
I prefer that over. What would be the point of flying them out to do this to Puerto Rico? Like, what a waste of money that would be when they can just, like, who cares? That's what filmmaking should be. You know, it's like using what you can and doing what you can with the budget that you have to just make the best thing you can. And I fucking love it. It's just better. It's just better. It's real. You know. Originally, the opening monologue was supposed to be read by Senator Matheson. Okay, I can see why they didn't, because people will be like, who the fuck is this man?
He's got quite a nice, deep voice to be a narrator, the actor. I never find his name, just so I just stop calling him Raymond J. Barry. Yeah, so he's got like a really nice voice to be a narrator. But yeah, it had to be Mulder. Had to be.
It had to be. Fuck, you know. There are loads of these, so I'll just read a couple more and a couple of spoiler ones. Gillian Addison revealed on Late Night with Conan O'Brien that when she and David Duchovny were filming the final scene escaping the Blue Berets, the actors portraying the soldiers had to pretend to shoot their guns, and so they made their own sound effects, which caused the cast and crew to laugh hysterically. Pew pew pew.
That happened in the film Once Upon a Time in Mexico, right? So I was watching the documentary about how that was made. So their fake guns, you know, with recoil, hadn't turned up in time. So they gave Antonio Banderas like this fake automatic rifle, and they had a scene where he was shooting all the bad guys in a church. And Robert Rodriguez says on the audio commentary, he says something like, he's like, we had to film this like 100 times because Antonio kept going as he was shooting.
Right, if you give any man a gun, they're going to immediately make those noises, you know, because that's what we did as kids. It's just natural. It's the most natural thing on the planet.
A pew pew.
Pew pew pew. I'll read you a couple more. Chris Carter originally wanted Mulder to travel to Russia to trace the extraterrestrial signals, but these plans fell through, and then Puerto Rico became the location instead. Wonder why.
Yeah, I just guess post-Cold War paranoia. I mean, both would have worked, so yeah.
Yeah. On first viewing, the Fox executives hated this episode and wanted it completely redone.
Well, of course they fucking did. Those suits with their ties done up to 11. Fuck them.
They probably wanted like a big over-the-top alien showdown kind of episode, didn't they?
Yeah.
This is the first time the cigarette-smoking man speaks directly to Mulder. Oh
yes, because I've just had it. I've had it in Tombs. He says, Skinner says, "Do you believe them?" And he says, "Of course I do."
Okay.
So yeah, this is the first time he speaks to Mulder. Then who does Mulder think that he is? Like, because he's not FBI and he never introduces himself. He's just like this dude that hangs around chain smoking. Yeah.
I don't know. This here, I don't know how true this is. The first episode to touch on Mulder's love of sunflower seeds.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
No. Because, I mean, we've mentioned it in the podcast before that he has them in his pocket while he's talking to Deep Throat and he just munches on them.
And he offers them to people as well. He's like, seed?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You need to downvote that.
It's actually got 44 down votes and 49 up votes. So hold on, let me just try.
Well, we need to add to the downvote team because that's wrong.
I downvoted it and it made me try and sign in. So fuck that.
Go on, give us one more.
Right, so there is only one more. Well, there are more, but there's only one spoiler one, so I'm going to give you this last one. The first time we actually see a real extraterrestrial in the series, Chris Carter felt it was time to finally reveal one. There are 3 downvotes for that. I don't know why, because, I mean, maybe those people are like, no, those fucking cult alien guys are aliens, and there's an alien in the Ice episode, and blah, blah, blah. But these are, I would say that it's okay for these to be officially the first aliens we see. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And we've seen alien DNA, and we've seen like alien hybrids and things like that. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, this is the first time we've seen a grey alien in full.
Yeah, like a physical alien. Because like in space, that's a ghost alien, isn't it? We call it a ghost because it resembles.
I forgot about that thing.
we would call it a ghost because to us it resembles a ghost, but from wherever that's from, maybe it's family are all like that as well, just like floaty, screaming. They're like they're like sitting around for dinner, just like Yeah.
Oh, what does a space ghost eat? Like starlight?
That space ghost might be out doing its daily job to provide for its family, and they feed off human energy or life force, sadness and energy, and it's going to go home and feed its kids the energy, and bloody the humans bloody messed that up. Those kids are sitting at home hungry, waiting for its dad to come home from work.
It's like watching a nature documentary. Like, you know, when like you see a lion chasing a gazelle, it's like, whose side are you on? Because if you want the gazelle to get away, but then if the lion doesn't catch it, then the lion starves. Sorry, the lioness's husband starves.
Husband.
Fucking ass male lions.
This is why, like, I love nature stuff and nature documentaries, but like seeing animals hurt each other like fucks me up, honestly. Like, do you remember that one with was it like a bunch? Oh, it was like lizards running across sand and like loads of snakes trying to get it. It was very famous.
I don't remember that one.
It was horrendous. I used to have really weird dreams about snakes trying to get me and stuff when I was a kid. Yeah, it was just like these lizards sprinting across the sand and all these snakes diving out to try and get it and stuff. It's like, thing is, like, those snakes aren't the bad guys. They're just trying to fucking eat and trying to survive. Feed, but it's just nature's fucking horrible, isn't it?
I watched one a couple of weeks ago and I laughed. I shouldn't laugh, but it was very funny. So there was like a load of buffalo, I think, or like wildebeest or something like that, you know. And in a group, they're like big and hard, and there was lions trying to like surround them and ambush them and pick off the weak one. And they managed to get this weak one like with an injured leg, right? And he got separated from the herd, so he was on his own, and he ran, and these lions were after him, and he managed to like give him the slip. Like, he got to the water, he got to the river, and the lions wouldn't go in after him. And as he was like stood at the edge of the river, this gigantic crocodile came out and like dragged him in.
I
like,
know exactly
so out of the blue.
You're talking about. That is called the Battle at Kruger.
No.
Is it not? No. Oh, okay.
This was on BBC Planet Earth, right, or something like that. Recently, in high definition, full glory, and it was just so funny. That battle that you're talking about, I know exactly what you're on about because I've seen that a ton of times. That is mental.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is fucking crazy.
It's like a three-way dance between the lions, the wildebeest, and the crocodile. They're all just leathering each other. Like,
yeah, I love cats, you know, especially big cats and everything, and I like crocodiles and that as well. But the fact that once the wildebeest come back to save their young wilderbro, and like they just start tossing around the lions, like that could have been like a complete like reverse in their society. Like the lions completely stop fucking with them, and they become like the apex predator, and they just start killing lions and shit. You know, we could actually eat these fuckers, not just grass. And then like they just start fucking become carnivores and that. Jesus,
fucking hell, carnivorous wildebeest. That's terrifying. Imagine like being out hunting and just seeing that thing looking at you like, run! It's got a taste for blood now.
They just evolved to develop fucking fangs, and they just start eating flesh and that.
If you were to combine two animals, what would be like the worst, like the most deadly two animals you could combine to make a hybrid?
Scorpion tiger.
Yeah, that's pretty mental. That is pretty mad, actually. Like the size of a tiger with a scorpion tail.
A literal tiger with a big scorpion tail coming over the back of it.
And how many legs has the tiger got? Has it got like just 4 legs, or has it got like scorpion legs that look like tiger legs?
Scorpions are arachnids, aren't they? So they've got 8 legs. So it would have 4 normal tiger legs, then 2 on either side scorpion legs that would come out and help them climb trees and stuff like that.
Fuck yeah, that's fucking. We need to write this film.
Scorpion tiger in cinemas near you.
I was thinking gorilla wolves would be pretty terrifying. So like imagine like the body of a gorilla, but with like the head of a wolf and like just like the killer instinct of a wolf. Like it's like a carnivorous gigantic gorilla, and they live in packs as well. So there's like 20 of them. Like so you never come across just one. It's like you're fucked if you come across a pack of gorilla wolves.
I love that idea, but Dan, I think you're describing a werewolf.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Do you know what would be quite badass as well? Like a lion elephant hybrid. So, but it's not just like a lion with an elephant trunk or something. It's like an elephant that is just a lion that is just the size of an elephant, and it just roams around fucking people up.
Aren't elephants like not the apex predator because they're not predators? But isn't there like no animal that will fuck with an elephant because they're just gigantic?
They do. They wait until they're weak and stuff though, so they'll follow them over months and months just to wait for them to run out of energy and food and water and stuff, and they often pick off the little elephants at the back, stranded.
Is that why the hyenas in The Lion King wait in the elephant graveyard? Is that where they live there? Is they wait for the elephants to come to die and then they just pick them off?
Maybe, yeah.
Right. have you got a spooky story for us?
Well, yes, I do, Dan. Right. So, so you have requested that I talk about this, and it is the wow signal. So I've got to apologise in advance. It was very late when I watched this because I had about 3 hours sleep the night before, and then I did a 15-hour shift in work, and I was close to like hallucination and stuff yesterday. It was horrendous. So
Right.
I watched the episode, and then I just loaded up the Wikipedia page. Is that okay? Is that okay
Fine
with
with
you?
me.
Okay.
Fine. We usually use Reddit, so there's no quality mark on this podcast, you know.
So, the WOW signal was a strong narrowband radio signal detected on August the 15th, 1977 by Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope in the United States, then used to support the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. The signal appeared to come from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius and bore expected hallmarks of extraterrestrial origin. Astronomer Jerry R. Ehman discovered the anomaly a few days later while reviewing the recorded data. On the computer printout, he circled the reading with the signal's intensity 6EQUJ5 and wrote the comment "Wow" beside it, leading to the event's widely used name. And there's a picture of it here, and it's pretty cool. And it has written "Wow." His handwriting's lovely, lovely handwriting.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, way better than mine.
Yeah, not as good as mine though. I've got great handwriting.
Curvy W's instead. Actually, the W's look like a pair of boobs.
It does, or a pair of balls, saggy balls.
And the second W looks like an arse.
It does, or a sideways E. The entire signal sequence lasted for the full 72-second window during which Big Ear was able to observe it, despite numerous follow-up searches and hypotheses, including brief consideration of reflections from space debris, interstellar scintillation, maybe said that wrong, and comet hydrogen clouds. The signal has never recurred, and no explanation, terrestrial or otherwise, has been confirmed. While some researchers have suggested it could represent an extraterrestrial transmission, its single occurrence and lack of replication limit the strength of the interpretation. The WOW signal has inspired targeted searches, scientific discussion about rare astrophysical phenomena, and references in popular culture.
So what do you think? Do you think the WOW signal is a message from extraterrestrials?
Yeah, right. So if you think about how far a message would have to travel, right, and how long it would take to travel, even at light speed. So there are no... We have our solar system and the planets in it. And yes, I will still count Pluto. I love you, Pluto. So outside of that, isn't it like the nearest like other solar system, something like 4 million light years away or something? Which is extremely
I don't know the maths,
far.
but I'm going to say...
I'm going to just quickly look it up.
The nearest star is Alpha Centauri, which is the closest star to the sun is Alpha Centauri, which is 4.2 light years away. Okay?
Right, yeah. So I said 4 I said 4 million, which I had it in my head and I got it wrong. So yeah, carry on, sorry.
That's just the nearest star in this galaxy, which is ridiculous.
I was thinking of like the nearest solar system, so a star that would have planets surrounding it. It's the Alpha Centauri system. And I was going to say 4 light years away, but in my head it sounded very close, even though 4 light years is extremely far away. We would never be able to get there with any of our technology because, as you were about to say before, you'd have to travel at light speed for 4 years, which means that you would be fucking ridiculously far away. So if you think, let's say that the signal came from there, that would have taken 4 years to get here traveling at light speed. Who knows what technology would have to be invented for something to travel that fast. And then also, obviously, because it's so far away, that signal could have been sent hundreds of years ago, and we're only just getting it now. And then they sent out another one, and we'll get it in another, 400 years or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The vastness of space is so like any alien, listen to us having a deep conversation about aliens on this joke clown show podcast. Any alien life that could send signals like that, they've got like, where would you even aim it? Where would you just like...
Exactly.
And by the time anybody even got it, it would be, that civilization might not exist anymore. Your civilization might not exist anymore because you're talking like billions of years traveling across space. It's so mental. So yeah.
And as you say, if they 100% one in every physical possible direction. Just imagine it. So because space doesn't have up or down, so it wouldn't just be like a 360 send it out. It would be every single direction.
It would have to be like a sphere surrounding your planet and send it, like expand that sphere.
It would
with just
expand
radio waves.
exactly, like a giant globe just expanding out. And then still, as it got bigger, it would still miss areas as well.
Yeah, it would still split off, wouldn't it? So it'd be impossible to do. Yeah, I'm having an existential crisis now.
I had one of those once, right? I was watching, let's say I wasn't sober, and I was watching this Stephen Hawking 4-hour documentary on this exact kind of stuff. And I went through all types of emotions watching that. It was really good. I had a good time. Yeah.
So you believe that the WOW signal, is a legitimate signal sent by extraterrestrials?
Yeah.
Many millions of years ago.
I'm going to say it right here, right now. Yeah. Why not? Like, what else? Space is so empty that where the fuck else would it have come from? So fuck it. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm with you. I'm going to believe that too as a little treat for myself. I'm going to say, yeah, it is.
Yeah, treat yourself, Dan.
Yeah, that's it. Just for me. I'm going to believe that, yeah. So it is. The WOW signal is an alien civilization trying to get in contact. Not specifically with us, but we just happened to catch it. We were lucky to catch it. That brings us to the end of the episode. We will see you in 10 days' time for Season 2, Episode 2, The Host. Do you remember this one?
All the twos, 22. 2 little ducks, 22. I do. I remember the monster, because it's a Monster of the Week episode. But I don't remember everything that happens in it. So it'll be nice to revisit and talk about my little Daniel. Yes.
Right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Goodbye and good night.
Bye-bye.